the way its leg shakes when it takes a step. But it's all about those freaking baby arms, bro. That's what it comes down to. Yo, what's going on, beautiful people? Riot here playing Jurassic World Evolution, and today we're going to be doing something special. We're going to be discussing the possibility of sea creatures being added to Jurassic World Evolution and which creatures I believe will be added. Also, sorry for no face cam for another day. I know it's weird, like 2 days in a row, no face. I did just stream with my face cam on Twitch for like 4 or 5 hours yesterday though, but face cam will finally return later with my Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom review. What? One of my dinosaurs died? That was probably like a $12 million Indoraptor right there, dude. Also, one thing I really need to mention before starting this is I just noticed my buddy Baron did a video extremely similar to this a couple days ago. It was just on my sidebar right before I started recording this, and that's like a huge red flag, because copying in the community is one of like the shiciest things. Nothing is worse than copying someone else's creation. So I just want to say I've had this video planned for a little bit. Like, I did my research. I was kind of just waiting till Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom hit America. I just know how this is gonna look, but I just gotta this was not done with any sort of copying intention whatsoever. Baron's like one of the nicest freaking dudes I've ever met. I just gotta say that really quick before we start this, because now it looks like I'm totally trying to copy somebody, which is like it's the worst possible thing that could happen when you plan a video out and then you go to record it. But yeah, I want that on record, alright? I'm not a crook. Alright, now sorry if this sounds a little scripted. I did write out a good amount of detailed bullet points just because I knew I'd forget them. That's also why I'm not on camera right now, because my mind I end up talking about Scarlett Johansson's boobs every time. Alright, I'm also basing this list composed of these few creatures on factors like just about every dinosaur in the Jurassic books and movies have been added to Jurassic games. It basically goes along the lines of a set amount of genome acquired by the company, and that's basically what everything's like. That's generally just what everything's based on. Obviously, some games add creatures that aren't in movies or books, but that's basically just expanding the universe as far as I see it. Except for all those insane hybrid dinosaurs you can make in that Jurassic Park building game. Those are just straight up bananas, but I mean, I love that game and I love those creatures. I'm not complaining. See, it's like you can actually trace most of the dinosaurs. Like in Jurassic World Evolution, just about every single creature has been shown in the Jurassic universe. The Deinonychus, for example, that horrifying just death raptor, as to what I refer to it, was shown in the holograph device in the Innovation Center in Jurassic World, the first one, and that's pretty much what I'm basing a lot of my information off of today. Now, before getting into detail with marine reptiles, I just want to say this kind of DLC wouldn't be that difficult to add. Like, obviously new structures would need to be added, which can be, I assume they're very expensive to make. I mean, they're just set structures. They don't come with like animations or anything. Oh yeah, Dr. Malcolm's talking. Ooh. I feel like I already did that. See, creating new dinosaurs is definitely going to be the most expensive part. Creatures they need to be animated, they need to be textured, they need to have a rig. I don't know if these ones will need to have a rig, but they'll definitely need to have animations and everything. That's just a given. But I mean, like, the few Jurassic World games that I do play on my phone have creatures added constantly, dude. Like, I don't think Jurassic World games are so infamous for constant updates, because they go crazy with these dinosaurs. Like, there's no set limits. So my hopes of DLC being added is very high. I mean, further DLC, aside from the DLC that's already been added this month, or this week. Wait, yesterday. Alright, I have no idea how this Carno's gonna react in a cage full of raptors. This is actually how I'm figuring it out right now. There's only 2. How are you guys not freaking out socially? Only 2 raptors. I think they'll be fine. I think there will be peace, right? There should be peace. Hopefully not pieces of raptor all over the place. Oh my god, it's so spanking beautiful. Just look at that creature. The coloring too. Oh my lord. I wish this creature really just played more of a part in the movies, to be honest.
This carnivore, the Carnotaurus, was first discovered in Argentina. The name means meat-eating bull.
Meat-eating bull.
As if a regular bull wasn't bad enough.
Haha! I have a bull tattooed on my chest. That's awesome. It should have been a Carno. I regret my life decisions. Alright, now the first obvious choice is the MOSASAUR. It's been like a heavy player in both Jurassic movies, while straight up being the most catastrophic creature released from the park. And that's not really a spoiler. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all knew the Mosa was gonna get released from the park due to the thousands of commercials they were pooping out a year before of the Mosa eating crowds like surfers, dude. Like, I assumed you guys knew people didn't openly surf at Jurassic World Park, especially after it was closed down. So yeah, I feel like we all kind of knew the Mosa gets out a lot before the movie came out. Hang on, I jumbled my words because this is what it all comes down to. Are they gonna be friends or are they gonna fight? Ah, they are friends. They are compatible creatures. Jesus Christ. That might be the most terrifying creature in this game. It's only not the scariest because it's not the biggest, but they've essentially made a raptor much bigger and gave it devil horns. Like, what is that? Oh, Jesus! I'll be covering a lot more of that MOSASAUR stuff in my Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom reaction video later, though. I just went and saw it a second time last night, wrote down some bullet points. I got some stuff I really want to discuss a lot. Alright, now the second creature I believe we will see when, if there's aquatic DLC added, is the Plesiosaur, which I'm very excited about because there's a good deal of evidence surrounding this creature being added. I mean, just generally, it's like the second most mentioned and used creature in the Jurassic universe for the most part, so I'm putting all my eggs in this basket right here. Alright, now the Plesiosaur is another creature we see on the holographic device in the Innovation Center. The same holographic device that the Deinonychus appeared, which is why I think that was added. It's just, you know what I mean, it's all the same, it's all a set gathered amount of genome they've collected, and that's basically what everything's based off after that. I already said that, but I confused myself. See, the Plesiosaur was meant to be an attraction in Jurassic World, but was cut from the final version of the film. Here, I'm gonna read a quote. It was to be in a large pool like the Jurassic World Lagoon, inhabited by Plesiosaur and several unidentified species of ichthyosaur. Visitors to Jurassic World would be able to visit the attraction by boarding a submarine attached to a monorail. Now, the fact that this was removed from the movie is so insanely disappointing to me, and I admit, I say that from purely my child mind point of view. Holy hell! Now, it was because I understand. Oh, got a text. Like, I understand how another large monster sea creature would have just drawn so much focus from the Mosasaur. It wouldn't have been nearly as terrifying instead of like the first epic sea creature of the Jurassic franchise coming forward, eating a great white shark. That's the first thing we see. The most terrifying thing we have in our oceans, it eats as Scooby snacks, and that's the vibe they laid out. And it wouldn't have been nearly the same if they had a Plesiosaur in there also. It would have been like, yeah, which one's your favorite, Bobby? I don't know. It's basically the same reason they pulled the Stegoceratops from Jurassic World as well, because they didn't want all the focus to be drawn from the Indominus Rex. Which I agree was a great choice because it also would have pooped out a good deal of stuff. Now I'm going to let the Barry out because I want to put this in a cage too. But I know the Barry and Carno are going to fight. There's just absolutely no way they won't. Oof, God, it's some sexy coloring, you guys got to admit. I would not kick her out of bed for farting. Alright, now is there any chance you're gonna be able to trank them before you guys fight to the death so I can put it in another cage? Now, I've seen enough Jurassic fights to know that they're both gonna inflict a lot of damage onto each other and then back out once they're weakened. And then they will fight again and fight to the death the second time over. The hell's that fence doing just there? Ugh! Oh my god. Yeah, see, they're both gonna get, they don't do that much damage. They're definitely no Indoraptors. Alright, buddy, off you go. Do not kill him in his sleep. It's like the biggest issue in my park is people killing people in their damn sleep. Bunch of psychopaths. Are you guys gonna be able to live peacefully together? I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? I like my dinosaurs to be well fed. I kind of believe that it keeps them more docile and peaceful. It's a beautiful thing. Just gotta check on the map. Oh, look who's ready. This is the perfect Indoraptor cage too, because since I'm going over stuff, I don't want to deal with crap, and this is back from when I was a scrub and didn't know how to keep dinosaurs happy, so I just put up a million layers for them to get through. So now it's like actually the perfect Indoraptor cage. So that's enough evidence for me at least as to why I believe the Plesiosaur would appear in the game as well through some sort of aquatic marine or reptile DLC, because it's like literally was set to be in the Jurassic universe, and it has a hologram. Like, it's in the machine. The DNA is acquired. That's like in the known universe, the DNA is acquired. Now, obviously, this could open up to the idea of a third creature coming in. Like, for some reason, by the way, I just kind of think the DLC would have. Oh, good lord, Jesus Christ! I just kind of assumed the DLC would have at least 5 dinosaurs now. I will admit I have no reason to believe that it will have 5 dinosaurs. Like, I don't know where the hell I'm getting this idea. I know this one did. The Jurassic World release did. The Jurassic World the DLC release did, but there's no reason they would have that be the regular thing. I don't know why I think it's a thing. It just seems like it is in my mind. It makes sense. Even though 5 dinosaurs, or 5 anything, is very expensive to create. Like, they could easily just add a Mosa, just a single individual Mosa, and like the added structures, the parts of the map opening up who we're allowed to build in the ocean, and the Mosa itself would occupy everyone like crazy for a while. There's no need for 5 dinosaurs. I'm just getting that out there. But this would open up the possibility of an Ichthyosaur being added as well if there was if 5 or up to 5 were added too. All right, let's get a better shot here. I don't want to just stare at Indoraptor cloaca. I already did that with like half my day. Oh my god, the poor goat. It doesn't even die from getting, look, it's still alive too. Like, it's thrown on the floor, so many bones broken, it can't even move, and then it finishes it off. Like, that's such a bad way to die. The only reason I think the Ichthyosaur would be added, not because it was mentioned in the Jurassic Kingdom, I understand, not just because something's mentioned doesn't mean it's like gonna be added. It's because there's multiple classes of dinosaurs in this. You know, there's large, medium, and small. Velociraptor, Carno, freaking Ceratops, etc. And then large classes like the T-Rex, Spinosaurus, Giga, Indom, etc. And then the mega large classes like the freaking Brachii, which a lot of things won't even, only large class creatures will even mess with. What's going on over here? Why are you guys fighting? I thought you'd be cool. Oh, well, you're dead. Alright, whatever. You were the one I didn't want in here anymore anyways. Brutal life, though. You've earned this thing, Barry. You freaking lava-proof dinosaur. Jesus Christ, that's literally the key to keeping the Indom. And even this one. This Indom is so insanely agitated. Like, this dude is a freaking psychopath. Get a look at the Geto behind this thing. It's just so, I went blue because he has like the, you know, Blue the Raptor like DNA and it looks so pretty, but that purple is sexy too. There's straight up all the way down to the very end, he's extra aggressive. Like, there's so much aggression in this creature's wallet. It's gotta be these ones. Aggression, strong explosive fiber, aggression, rapid motility, all the way down here to the end, which is more aggression. This thing should not be stable. It should just, I don't know, dude. I would expect to find it hanging in its jail cell later this week. It doesn't even eat the goats entirely. But yeah, it just turns out if you just give this dude just constant goats to chew on, then, like, I don't know if he'd be peaceful without them. I'm not waiting to find out. I got money to freaking pay for goats at the wazoo. Infinite goats in this cage, baby. Keep this guy occupied all day. Look, he's thirsty. Doesn't even find time to drink water with all the goats there is to kill in here. He's gonna die because he can't pull himself away. That's how you make a well-occupied and entertained Indoraptor right there. Could have saved themselves an entire slip-up just keeping more goats. Alright, the only other reason I think the Ichthyosaur could be added is because it would share a lot of the same animations as the Mosa. I'm assuming it would just be a lot smaller and tweaked a little bit. Because that's like, I don't know, that's a very important thing is animations can cost a lot of money. No game developers are gonna be like, let's just spend an extra 30K on this because it'll look cool. Why are we staring at the ceiling? There we go. Now I want some better views, baby, of what's going on in the world. Ooh, that's freaky. See, I really do hope they are going to do something like this. Just different classes, different sizes of sea creatures over just marine reptiles in general, just because obviously they have different animations. The T-Rex, the Indominus Rex, all of them all share the same killing animation. Same as all medium dinosaurs all share the same killing animation. I think the only difference mainly in freaking small dinosaurs is the Dilophosaurus' ability to like kill a creature from the side and a raptor's ability to pounce on it. That's where it varies between those two. But regularly any class-sized creature shares the same animations as its counterparts. Also same with like every Anki and every armored creature all shares the same tail smack, except which one is it? Hang on, give me away, I'm gonna find it right now. Well, one of these creatures, a common relative of these beasts, just basically does a shoulder smack. I think it's this guy right here, and it is just, no, it's this guy. They might actually both have it. Any freaking armored creature that has massive shoulder spikes doesn't tail. Yeah, see how they have no club on the end of their tail. This one does have a club, but that one swings it. This one just shoulder checks, which is pretty damn cool, I'm gonna be honest. This one I think does too, because it's just a giant armadillo. I like how our Indom's mixing it up. Haven't been here in a couple minutes. Nice to see you're still just killing goats. Same old strategy too. Slam them to the floor. Thank God they gave the Indoraptor its own specific animations, not like the other dinosaurs. They better. It's like the entire poster child of the franchise right now. Oh my God, I couldn't find my hat for like a minute. Realized I'm not even wearing it. Now, Jurassic games tend to put a big focus on the difference between surface ocean-based aquatic creatures and amphibian-style creatures that are capable of going both on land and on water. So, my conclusion is that if this kind of DLC was added, we would see some amphibian-based too, since they wouldn't necessarily require new enclosures. They're just, I guess we would need some way to craft saltwater bodies of water instead of just freshwater. They would just kind of tie it to the aquatic, new aquatic containments we'd have that opened up on new parts of the island. Okay, he's going for a drink. I was wondering what he was doing. I could watch this thing eat goats all freaking day, man. See, unfortunately, no creatures with these traits, like these amphibious traits we're seeing on the holographic device in the Innovation Center. So just being 100% honest, I somewhat lack physical evidence on this one, but I still believe if a creature like this were to be added as well, we'd be seeing either a Sarcosuchus or a Caprosuchus. Both are like extremely well-known creatures. I'm pretty sure most dinosaur-friendly people who exist can't identify either of those. I mean, even me, I'm like, my knowledge is so extremely limited, and those creatures are painfully obvious to me. And not just because they both are heavy players in Ark, but just because I just generally am amazed by those kind of creatures. Like alligators and crocodiles blow my mind. They haven't changed in like millions of years. You know how trippy it is to be like physically perfect? It just doesn't make any damn sense to me. Where the hell is death appearing? Oh no, we lost another Brachii. Oh god. Release them as they die. Thus is the way of nature. I swear to God, if this game ever adds breeding, it's gonna make everything so insanely easy. Oh no, what did you guys fight? What is this? Oh, he's gotta look at his dead friend. Get him out of there quick. That's traumatizing. I'm more basing my belief on either a Sarco or a Capro appearing in the game later on the fact that they would share a lot of similar movements with the Indominus, or the Indoraptor. I did not mean to say Indominus whatsoever. But I think we could all agree when witnessing said creature trolling around, just basically stalking its next prey. I guess it's, yes, I don't know, maybe I'm just like, I've also seen this commented on my video a lot though, is that it moves very similar to a Caprosuchus, and when it does its pounce, it's obviously not exact because well, it's not a Caprosuchus at all, but it still has, dude, my phone is blowing up at the worst freaking time right now, but it still has similar animations. I guess it wouldn't be that hard to tweak it and create said creature just kind of strolling through the tall grass. Which again, I know wouldn't make a lot of sense. Like, why the hell would this game? God, that creature looks cool. I'll bet you anything. There's a goat in front of it somewhere. Oh, I'll bet he's going for that one. Actually, can you even see him from there? But yeah, obviously a game like this made by Frontier with Jurassic World backing it probably has such an insane budget. The budget's non-existent for the most part. It's like the freaking the highest grossing dinosaur movie in existence since we were all children. But obviously everyone likes to save money. Otherwise, you wouldn't have large creatures, or you wouldn't have so many creatures sharing the same animations. And we've all seen an Indom kill like one of these tiny headed freaking sauropods. Nope, definitely used that word incorrectly. I gotta read more, you stupid idiot. But like these ones right here. Not you, you adorable. No, yeah, the armadillo one. This thing has a tiny, tiny little head compared to like the Anki or the Stego, or like the Anki or the Stego. So when an Indom wraps its mouth around its head, there's like this 3-inch gap, or like a 3-foot gap of just empty space in between its mouth and head because it's set to the same animation as taking down the larger creatures. So it's actually kind of lazy. It's the only part of this game that bugs me even a little bit. The rest is so insanely perfect. It's a perfect game. We give it like a 9.5 out of 10. I only gave one 10. Wait, no, there's like 2 10s I've given in my entire life. And one was Halo 3. Like, it's impossible to get. The Halo 3 soundtrack alone, I still work out to that bad boy. Like freaking 12 years later. 10 years later? 8 years later? No, it's been like 14 years since Combat Evolved, so 3's way after. I don't know, I'm all over the place. I'm a fan of the game, not the freaking timeline. But you guys know what I mean. I could just watch them eat goats forever, till the cows come home. See, not to mention that this isn't like adding another random land creature that can just be placed in any given containment along with the others. A lot of custom stuff will need to be done. Like, how the hell is a Jeep supposed to freaking deliver anti-herpes medication to an extremely hostile marine reptile located deep underwater? What's going on? What did I do? Way to go. I accomplished something. Honestly, I really would have liked to see actually how the hell there should be more goats in here. There should just be more goats everywhere. Infinite goats everywhere. But I really would have liked to see how the hell they maintain like care with that Mosa, to be honest, in the movie. Like how did they do anything? How did they clean that cage? You telling me someone went in there, or were they just like, cause you couldn't send a little submarine in there to check on the damn thing. Like obviously no scuba divers would suffice. Did they just go over with a bunch of helicopters and just rain down with tranq darts till eventually the creature was asleep and then you wipe its cage down? Or how did that even, I would like to see something like that in the movie, to be honest. Feeding it might have been the easy parts. But obviously there's a heavy truce with creatures and like their feeders in this. Obviously the Jeep's able to walk right in here peacefully with no interruption whatsoever from any of the dinosaurs that would love to rip the inhabitants apart. Literally the best job in the world. Driving around with your buddies, tropical weather, invincible, shooting dinosaurs with medicine. So you get to shoot guns and save lives and play with dinosaurs all at the same time. It's actually the best job there ever was. Oh, look at that pounce shot. It's actually not that great. It wasn't even a centered photo. Kind of hate myself. So that's basically the conclusion I've come to with information gathered from the books, from, I guess, just clips from Jurassic World movies. I guess just the individual, no, both of them. I gathered information from both the movies, but all from the commercials, so nothing was spoiled. Obviously, the Mosa's everyone's first pick that's gonna appear. Obviously, the Plessie's my second pick because it was supposed to appear. Obviously, the Ichthyi, if there was another freaking sea creature added, I would say is my third pick because it was also gonna be in Jurassic World the movie, which means to an extent they've accepted that they've acquired the genome of said creature. It was like it was about to appear. That's like legit a thing. The only reason it didn't was because it wouldn't have overshadowed the Mosa, but it would have been like, oh, there's 2 giant sea monsters, way less crazy than 1. Obviously, what 2 giant hybrids is not nearly as crazy as 1. So, yes. And I believe if they were to add some amphibious creatures that were either like, could, you know, like lived in the water but also on land, I do believe the Sarco or the Capra would be the #1 pick. Both sharing. He interrupted me. Get your measly $200,000 out of here. I piss on it. Look at those baby arms in that Carno. That's like one of the things we don't appreciate much in this story. I feel like that's like the thing they had to get most. I mean, the face is beautiful, the horns are insane, the size, the stature, the way its leg shakes when it takes a step. But it's all about those freaking baby arms, bro. That's what it comes down to. That's so sexy right there. I might become a dinosaur furry. No, is that a thing? Is that a thing? Bro, it's probably totally a thing. And then, yeah, my reasoning behind the Sarco and the Capra is because they're both very popular in the Jurassic game, they're both very popular in real life, and they would not be that hard to do the animations for, considering we already have a monster that crawls through the grass and pounces like a freaking psychopath. And that is the conclusion I've come to with aquatic / marine reptile creatures that will most likely be added to the game through some kind of DLC. And my freaking belief on if they will have more DLC and everything, I remember like we all got to interview the devs. I lost my interview because I'm just a genius. But I believe Best in Slot and a bunch of other people asked them if there's going to be featured DLC as well. Oh god, everything's gone to crap. And they said yes. And even though they could have just simply been referring to the DLC we got, the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom DLC, they could also be hinting at other DLC as well because well, all the Jurassic World Park Builder game and Jurassic World Alive are constantly spitting out updates, and they already have more creatures than we've ever seen in any movie or Jurassic World Evolution or any book. So I don't think they're gonna stop. When it comes down to it, they just make way too much damn money. And thank God they do, because I will keep paying as long as they keep making this kind of horrendous stuff. Although hopefully all future DLC is free, because even though the game is beautiful, you can beat it in a long weekend. And then you just basically come in here and watch your dinosaurs eat for the rest of eternity. Although, I guess mods will be an opportunity one day as well. They did admit that, but they said it would be after a year. Like, they admitted that in my private interview, but they said it would be after a year or two because, well, obviously it's all protected by, like, the actual trademark Jurassic Park and everything. They want to sell the actual storyline of merchandise before anyone else gets a chance to just add Godzilla or some crazy stuff. But there is plans for this game for years to come, and then after all that is when mods will be able to be created and stuff like that, much like Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. So yes, comment any beliefs that you guys have down below as far as creatures that will be added, DLC, sea creatures, why stuff would be added. Honestly, anyone with any expertise into the Jurassic universe, anyone who's even read the books, I'm super interested to hear what you guys have to say. So make yourself heard down below. And yeah, beautiful people, hopefully you guys find time to catch Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom this weekend if you're in America, because it just came out, baby. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. Peace!
Show me what you got.